So making a demi-glace is both easy and straightforward. We're simply going to add our beef stock that we made into a sauce pot. And when adding sauces to pots or bowls, make sure to interrupt its pour with a spatula or the back of a ladle. And this trick will keep the liquid from splashing all over the place. We'll then bring this to a simmer, and if you see any foam, you can simply skim and remove. We'll simmer like so at a gentle pace until it's reduced by about half or 3/4 of the way depending on its consistency. Once reduced, we'll remove from the heat and season with salt. And I'll use a whisk to dissolve. I'll then taste and adjust for seasoning if necessary. And as always, it's important to add salt little by little, tasting as you go, and this will help to acclimate your palate to properly seasoned food. And at this point, it's perfect. I'll strain this into a half-liter container. And here's our beautiful beef demi-glace. I'll close with a lid, but won't seal it completely as I don't want too much condensation to build up. I'll then place it in the fridge overnight. And here's our demi-glace unmolded from our deli container. And this right here is called the jiggle test. If it jiggles like this, you have yourself a rich thick demi-glace that will beautifully glaze your seared proteins. With the duck stock, it's the same exact process. Add to a pot, place on your stovetop, and then simmer. Reduce by about half or 3/4 of the way. Remove from the heat, then I'll strain this into a smaller saucepan and continue to gently simmer. I'll then add a cornstarch slurry so I can achieve a thicker consistency. And as you can see, it's past the nappe test, whereby it coats the back of my spoon. And here's our solid gelatinous duck demi after being refrigerated overnight. And there it is, the demi-glace, which is a byproduct of properly made stocks. The dark rich color of our demi-glace is mainly due to the tomato paste that was applied to our bones and mirepoix, and of course the Maillard reaction from roasting our bones. You can thicken your demi-glace with a cornstarch slurry, a roux, gelatin, or even xanthan gum if you wish to make a roasted vegetable demi-glace. In the next lesson, we'll be diving into how to make a variety of emulsion-based sauces. I'll see you there.